I just want you to know this. If you're thinking about boxing mine, you could either box her
Okay.
or you could box her, right?
Her or her?
Her or her.
Okay. And not her.
Listen to me. I want shade, and I want when you see this purple lady coming here.
You would look amazing.
Hello. All remember when Benjai say, "Carry away, carry away, carry away for me." Oh, we coming down. I just want it to move. I just want it to move.
The journey, the experience, the hub.
Number 4. We are 4 Mondays away from Carnival Monday. Listen! 4. So if you're still drinking that soft drink, you're still eating that donut, put it down. Put it down. We have 4. And with that being said, I had to find myself in Duncan Village. I don't know Lorenzo from a hole in the wall. But I'm going through Instagram and this one popped up. This is midnight. And I'm like, who is this? Where is this? Where did this come from?
Need to know.
We have to know. So I'm here with Lorenzo.
Hello, everyone.
Good afternoon, my love.
Good afternoon.
Black
Thank
is
you
the
for
code.
coming.
Of course.
Thank you for, I brought you to South. That's a big thing for South people.
And South is plenty love, eh?
Plenty love.
This is like my 3rd or 4th trip doing interviews in South.
Amazing. Well,
So
thank you for supporting South business.
South is love. So before we get here, because this is fabric,
Yes.
this is gems, this is Monday wear, this is what
This is
we,
art.
yes, this is expression.
Yes.
This is what we women, we look forward to this. I have heard women say, yes, I love my costume, but you see my Monday wear? I put so much of thought into who am I wearing, what am I wearing, how is it going to look, how is it going to fit.
Yeah.
So before we get there, let's do Lorenzo, the individual,
Sure.
right? How long have you been doing this?
I've been doing this for 10 plus years.
Wow.
Yeah. I've always been a very creative person. And I was applying to UE to just go about the normal route. Like,
Right.
My dream was to become a marine biologist, but I was always super, super creative. And throughout my A levels, I started to become physical with it. I started to do a lot of like mosaics and just very avant-garde stuff, not normal.
Right.
You know,
I mean,
out of the box. And I started to post it on Facebook. This is like circa 2008 Facebook,
Right.
when nothing was really like, weird.
yes.
And I started to post it and stuff, and a lot of people realized like I was a very creative person.
Out of the box.
Yes, and I was recommended by one of my friends that I should apply for the fashion degree program in UTT.
Yes, that's a big program.
Yeah, so I started with that. And since then, I mean, when I started, I never knew anything about sewing. I never knew how to operate a sewing machine.
Yes.
I started from scratch.
Scratch.
And I just really absorbed and learned. And yeah, since then, I've just been practicing, growing, focusing on my craft. And yeah, it's been an amazing journey.
So did we put the marine biology on the back burner, or is it something
The
that
marine biology now become going to Maracas and Lyman and having a ball and taking a swim, and yeah, that's the marine biology.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't do the whole thing, but I'm doing part of the thing.
Yes.
I
I never thought this is what I would do
Yeah.
in life, but I always knew that I wanted to work for myself and build like something to leave a mark on the world. That I knew I wanted to do that.
And like when I walked in here, it's like, yes, you have left your mark with this, but you have also your personality is a mark by itself.
Thank you.
Your warmness is a mark by itself, the way you welcome us into your creative space. And I always say, I like nice things, but I also like authentic things. And that is what I felt when I walked through here and we see the sewing machine over here, we have the thread here, we have the designs here, and then we are interacting with you before the camera comes on and you realize that Lorenzo is warm.
Yes.
He's very, very warm, right? If you want to tell us about Lorenzo, let's say 5 years ago, in terms of your personal journey, some of your challenges, some of your wins, where would we start?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Yeah.
5 years ago, I left my full-time job at Republic Bank.
A lot of people are doing that, eh?
Yeah. So I went through fashion school while working in Republic Bank, and that gave me a lot of the financial business, like, experience.
Yeah.
And it taught me like customer service, and it taught me the ins and outs of finances.
Yes.
So it also played its part that's why I always say I was meant to be where I am, because everything I did played a part.
It's aligned.
But in let's say about 2018, 2019, I got through to do a tailoring program with Andrew Ramru. He's a master tailor at Savile Row Academy. So I got through. I was one of maybe like 30 people in Trinidad to get through.
That's a big
I
deal.
told myself if I get through with this program, because I've never studied tailoring as a craft, if I get through with that opportunity, I would leave my job. So I left my job, I got certified 2 years in that, and then I launched my business. When I launched my brand, my business, my career, my dad fell ill. So he got cancer. That was in 2021. He's well and fine. My mom in 2022, 2023 had hip replacement surgery. My dad in 2024 got 2 massive heart attacks.
Wow.
Yeah, so I am the only person with them. I have another brother, but he's in Canada. And I think leaving my job, starting my business, coming back, I would say, to like my roots with my family was a real important time, because they needed me.
Yeah. Yes.
So I really did try to balance growing my business with
taking care of home.
Yeah, and I don't think people realize like what that is. It's just a different level of like believing in yourself and persistence,
Yes.
So those are definitely some challenges. This is the first collection that I've launched in 5 years.
Wow.
Yeah. So my last Monday wear collection
would have been before COVID.
Yeah, before COVID. So I took a break. I modified the business. We did well with doing like masks for COVID. Yeah, and this is my first collection. And with this collection, it's very special because I launched my website, right? www.sblorenzo.com. I launched my website with this, and I've been working on that website for maybe 4+ years.
Wow.
With the challenges of everything, making sure it's right, because what happened with COVID was worldwide, and I told myself I don't want to just rely on social media platforms. I want to have something very independent where I could create my own space online and I could just showcase my work. So if anything is to happen, like this is what happened with TikTok, and I will have my own presence online.
Yes.
If you search me, if you Google my name, I will always be there. Yeah.
I am getting timing is everything.
Timing.
I am getting persistence. I am getting also that of family. I am getting in terms of believing in yourself and believing in your brand, even though there are so many hurdles that every one of us have to encounter.
Yes.
Right? Tell us about being a young entrepreneur, starting this from scratch, maintaining this, and putting this business in a direction that you hope and you pray that it's always going to multiply and multiply and multiply. Because I always tell people a lot of our children are now gravitating from blue-collar jobs, and the interest of being an entrepreneur is paramount importance to them right now. So I always want entrepreneurs to share their insights into how do you go about starting the business, and not just starting it alone, but maintaining what you
Yeah.
have started.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I will hold your hand and I will hold your hand when I tell you this. It's not easy.
At all.
It is not easy. Um, One of the things I think that has sustained me is I have devoted the time to my craft. I started being the laughing stock of the classroom because I was the person that did not know how to sew. I had to watch and learn from everybody in the group projects. I was always the one messing up. That was me. And now I stand like so confidently in what I could do, my abilities, because I've put that time in. And I think for other young entrepreneurs, everybody wants like they see amazing things and they want to create amazing things, but they're not putting in the time. And a lot of people love my work and they tell me, I want to do some of the stuff you're doing, and I always tell them, I'm like, are you ready for this? Because it's hard work, So it's definitely not easy. But what I would say as well, I try to surround myself with people that I look up to, people that I've seen grow businesses, people who are successful. I always ask questions. I learn from them. I absorb as much as I can absorb, without being fake or intrusive.
I'm just interested. I'm eager to
like
learn.
I wanna, So that's definitely I would say three of the main important things. Paying attention to your craft, putting the time and energy, believing in yourself. Because there are going to be moments when you just want to give up.
Yes.
And you start a venture and you're going through a rocky period, or it's just hard and you think like you can't do it, and you just give up. You try something else. So you take
and then you keep moving
route.
and moving and moving.
Yeah.
Where does your creativity stem from?
That's like a amazing question. I think it stems from I'm a very intrusive person. So I'm very quiet. I'm mostly internal. So I'm always thinking. I'm always inspired.
Analyzing.
But I have this desire to create art. I have this desire with everything that I learn. I want to take it to the next level. I want to push the boundaries with it. I think a lot of people would be surprised to know that I didn't just sew these outfits. I welded those wire bras.
So let me stop, right? I want you all to know that the padding in this, coming from someone who has wear wire bras before, right? The padding in this, it is like if you are wearing a Victoria's Secret padded bra. I'm not even kidding you.
Let me remind myself.
No, I'm telling you. This is what it feels like. The metal at the bottom, normally with ordinary wires, you could bend it easily in whatever direction you want to. But the sturdiness of the bra itself, it's giving you the fact that I am going to be comfortable.
Secure.
It's going to sit how I need it to sit.
Yes.
And I told you that when I touched it, I couldn't believe that the padding alone was this secure.
Yeah. Three of the things that I focus on with sewing, with designing, is functionality, creativity, and comfort.
Yeah, comfort.
Those are like my three staples. So I want something super creative. I want something functional, which is that look to the back shade from the sun.
My favorite. My favorite.
It has the functionality of the hood, right, where the off the shoulder raises to be a hood. Because when you're playing masters, it's hot sun. You know what I mean?
So if all see me with my hood on my head.
Just know she's stupid.
Oh.
Right? She's stupid.
Yes.
Yeah, but my creativity stems from, wanting to create beautiful things. Like, I want to spend my time on this earth creating beautiful things. And that's it, simply it.
And that's why I said when I walked in here and I saw the setup, it's like, this is authentic. This is where Lorenzo sits and Lorenzo makes it happen.
This is the magic.
Yeah.
Where the magic happens.
And now we walk into your place and your space and I'm getting to understand that This is the individual. He loves to create. His hands, his mind, even his time and his effort is being geared into creating what we see here. Let's go here.
Yes.
Let's go here.
Yes.
Right? So, what is the theme of this year's?
The theme of this year's collection is Artistry in Motion.
Yes.
Right? Or AIM, AIM. Right? So I really wanted to give a simple name, something that resonates with people, something easy to remember, easy to roll off the tongue. So AIM. What I did with each look is I gave somebody something to aim for. If you are participating in Carnival, you need to aim for certain things. You need to be prepared for the road.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So this look is aim for heat stroke. It's very hot playing in the Caribbean. This is heat stroke. I want people to aim for midnight. I don't want people to come Monday wear, and then go home 4 o'clock in the evening. Aim for midnight. Monday ends at 11:30, 12. Then you can get your KFC and go home.
Right.
The white piece is shade from the sun. So you're aiming for shade from the sun.
But
because
still serving.
Serving, right? So
Yes.
whether you're on the left side of the DJ truck where it have the shade, aim for shade from the sun. This pink piece we see in here, this is aim for Bacchanal. You're going to be coming to Trinidad, plenty Bacchanal. This green is Savannah, so you're aiming for the Savannah. At least if you make it to the stage and make it to the
You're
Savannah,
good.
you're good. You
You're
can go
good.
home if you want after, but aim for the Savannah.
And
then
this beauty.
This beauty
This beauty.
is aim for pace. So, you know, on the road it's plenty pace. You need to be able to keep up. So I sort of tied in the name with, you know, different facets of Carnival, you know. But individually, they could just go by heat stroke, pace, shade from the sun, etc.
Yes, Bacchanal, Savannah.
Yes.
I congratulated you off the camera, and on the camera, I am going to tell you that the creativity, it just struck me. I love fabric. I love just being outside of the box. And I came across your work and I was like, this is the magic that I think people should be paying for. And with that being said, you want to tell me, what do you think makes you different from other Monday wear designers?
Sure. I'll tell you, and I'll also tell you why I think this collection is different as well.
Not just different, it's impeccable. It's
Thank you so much. I worked very hard on it.
You can see that.
And I was just observing Monday wear over the past couple of years, and I just personally I found that it was going down a road of like swimwear.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
I was looking at what was being offered and just what you know, people were purchasing, even online. They were purchasing stuff online, fast fashion websites, and it was becoming like, why could you wear your Monday wear to the beach?
Yeah.
You know, and what my aim this year was to bring back the artistry to Monday wear. That was my aim, and that's essentially why I named the collection Artistry in Motion.
Yeah.
The motion part, it's a collection that I want to continue to develop, right, and continue to explore. So it's an artistry in motion. It's something that will continue to
grow.
Yes, and evolve.
Yeah.
So I think that definitely sets me apart in a sense because I brought the artistry back. I remember when Monday wear used to be something that, you know, people just come out in just these individualized pieces, and it don't necessarily have to make sense to you, but just seeing it is just like slay.
That's it.
You know,
understood
like,
the assignment.
Do your thing. And I really wanted to offer something, something with texture, something with bling, because it cannot be Carnival without bling. Something with texture, something with bling, something comfortable, something sexy, naked, but still feeling secure.
Decent.
You know, and also what really inspired the collection was in 2024, I got certified in wire bending with Elwin Johnson. Because every year I try to do something new, something to develop myself. If I can't, then maybe the following year.
Yeah.
That's another piece of advice I would offer
Growth
to people.
is important.
Continue
Learning.
And you know, learning that craft really opened up my mind to carnival, and while I was learning the craft, I just, I was like, I can make some beautiful structural pieces coming out because the support this thing gives, And I must say shout out to West Africa, like Nigeria, those countries, because this technique with the fabric.
I was saying that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's where my
yes.
inspiration for it grew, because they do gowns with very structural.
I was just watching Young, Famous, and Nigerian.
Netflix, yeah.
I like how we vibing here.
Yeah.
We in the black, we understanding the
Yeah.
out of the boxness.
course.
I just made up that word there, but it just makes sense. The out of the boxness. And
Yeah.
like I said, I am not going to over exaggerate. Seeing it online and seeing it in person is the same thing. And most times, we as consumers, we run into that problem. It looks really pretty via Instagram and Facebook and TikTok. And then when we see it in real life, it's like, this is what I paid $1,200 or $1,300 for.
Yeah, a lot of people told me, this is what I would pay for Monday wear.
Thank
A lot of people appreciated bringing back the artistry to Monday. And honestly, I almost did not launch the collection.
Don't even think about that, son.
I was launching very late, and I for a second I was like, maybe I should just hold it. But I was like, it's 2025.
Just
don't
do it.
hold yourself back
Just
anymore.
do it.
Yeah.
One of the best parts with dealing with customers, because I know this is where, as an artist, as a creative, this is where the joy really comes in. When you see people receive what you have produced and created in the manner that you really hope for, and it's executed in that demeanor. Tell me one of the best parts of having to deal with your customers.
One of the best parts is the relationship. It's a true saying where they say, strangers will support your business so much more than people that you think may.
Yeah.
And you develop some really nice relationships with your clients, and the encouragement that they give you is needed, as an entrepreneur. And I'm a one-man team.
Yes.
I do my marketing, my online presence, my manufacturing, my designing, my sourcing, my finances with the business. I do everything by myself. So I work very hard, and a lot of people in the industry will say, I don't really see you here. Or when they do see me, they might be like, oh my God, I didn't see you in so long. It's because I'm spending every life, every blood, sweat, and tear, every day I'm spending behind my business, and so that encouragement from clients is something that I hold dear to me. I really can't do it without them giving me that encouragement.
I mean, as I always say, I am someone who I like the fact that we are multifaceted as a culture, as a people, as a nation, and, digging into different sectors of what makes the greatest show on the earth, the greatest show of the earth on the earth. It's understanding too that it's the talent we have brewing within our country. And then we always have this saying, salt is love. And I am seeing more and more where there's just a different form of creativity coming from this side of the country, right? It's a different level of creativity. And because you have been in the industry for so long, because you see things from an outside the box perspective, if I had to ask you to describe culture in your own words, what would you say?
Oh my God.
Oh, yes.
Just the word culture.
If we had, in your own words, you have to define culture for the nation, what would you say?
I would say culture is the way that we love and support one another. I think that is what speaks to me when I think about culture. I think about it like a togetherness.
Yes.
Yes. And you're right, Trinidad and Tobago, one of the things that makes us so unique is the multicultural way of life we have. And that's what makes us beautiful. Especially when I design, I think about all facets of my culture. I think about the Indian influence, the African influence. I think about merging. I think about offering something for all different types of people. It's so important. So I definitely think culture, for me, is love, is togetherness, is supporting one another. I wish, I pray that we come together and we stand together as one, even in the
Agree.
music industry,
Agree.
the creative industry. There is
Agree.
so much room for everyone, and I just want us to know that Trinidad is, you don't find Trinidad out there.
You
can't
don't.
find it.
Yeah, and you can't even replicate it. You can't. And guys, you all know aim. Carnival Monday. When you see me shade, don't pass too close because it's white. Just pass a little close enough to say, yeah, boy, Ras, this look good. This look real good. Lorenzo, tell people where they can find you.
Sure.
Orders are closing off in the next 48 hours.
It's 4 Mondays to Carnival. We need the time to create the magic.
To make it what it should be.
Yes,
it should be.
Yes.
The next 48 hours, Lorenzo, tell them where they can find you once
Sure.
they want to be a part of the magic.
Yes. You can find me at www.sblorenzo.com. You can find me on Instagram at sblorenzo. You can find me on TikTok at sblorenzo. But if you go to the website, there's all the information you need to know. I was very thorough with the entire collection, all shades of mesh,
Nice.
prices. You can just add it to the cart. You can make your purchase one time. You can reach me by email at info@sblorenzo.com. My number is on the website. What more you need?
I mean, come on. One last thing. I think there's a really important topic for Monday where body types.
Yes.
A lot of women have issues in this place. Being able to fit into most times when they make things teeny weeny, itsy bitsy. But I can tell you from the support of the bras and the way the metal has been structured, that breast support is something he really took into consideration. I'm telling you. What you go from extra small to extra large or 2X?
I do extra small to extra large, and for some of my large, extra large clients, we're not gonna design a small piece with the same amount of fabric for an extra large. So if you are a large, it's gonna be bigger.
Yeah.
It's good.
Lorenzo, have you covered?
Yeah, there's gonna be more coverage. I always tell people that don't judge it. We can any insecurities or anything you may have, just reach out to me. We can a little modification is not a problem.
Yes. Yes.
So
guys, as always, it's love and it's light and it's beads and it's feathers and it's shade and it's Monday way, it's Lorenzo.